Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to do a touch up on my last video, and this video is going to be entitled "How Could I Forget La Jolla?" This is an addition to my videos about the top 10 beaches, and La Jolla at San Diego is the one of the most beautiful and kind of like magical places I've ever been. There at La Jolla, there's sea lions. There's and they're playing with each other, hissing at each other. You can swim at La Jolla Cove there at San Diego. You can swim with the sea lions. And I didn't get to do that when I was there, but I've also heard that they bite and they can drag you under and stuff. So maybe it's a good thing. But the water, it's really weird. San Diego beaches that I went to, the water is like murky, like it is here on the East Coast because of the rivers going in. But anyway, at La Jolla Cove, man, you can see to the bottom. It's so clear and beautiful, and it's kind of like horseshoe shaped. It's a cove. So over here to the left, you've got caves, and people can go in the caves. You can go and check out the caves on the beach. You've got caves. You have a little beach there. Then you've got rocks with sea lions or seals, whatever you call them, laying all over the rocks. Now it stinks there because the sea lions have a funky smell. It's like a fishy smell, but it doesn't smell like fish. That's the only negative thing about La Jolla. It stinks down there at the beach because those sea lions stink. But anyway, so on around the cove, man, it's just like a huge mountainside that just comes straight down to the ocean. It is so beautiful out there, and you can be up at the La Jolla Clubhouse, and you can actually be up there on the rocks at the clubhouse right above the ocean, and you can feel the ocean vibration. You can feel the waves hitting the rocks. You can feel the vibration, and you can hear them. And you've got the sea lions barking at the same time. It's a really, really cool place. Also, a couple other places I forgot to mention. Litchfield, South Carolina, which is on Pawleys Island. Litchfield is a resort on Pawleys Island, South Carolina, in between Myrtle Beach and Charleston. And I should have listed Litchfield higher than Daytona Beach or Myrtle Beach because it's a lot nicer than either one. It's just a real nice beach community. There's you can rent houses there, and then they also have a hotel, which is more affordable. They've got a lazy river, a nice pool set up there, and it's also a golf community. It's like a golf course, country club type thing, and you can rent bicycles, and they've got a neighborhood that my brother and his family and me, we ride bicycles through this neighborhood where all the houses are built like colonial Charleston houses. Very, very cool place. And then also I wanted to mention about the Outer Banks. When I was talking about the history of the Outer Banks, I forgot probably the most important history on the Outer Banks. Well, it would be in between the Wright brothers' first flight in 1903 and the Lost Colony. Okay, the English came here to North Carolina in 1587. John White did, sailing for Sir Walter Raleigh for Queen Elizabeth, right? Queen Elizabeth I. So anyway, they came here and they set up a colony on Roanoke Island, which is in between the mainland. It's in Roanoke Sound, in between the mainland and Bodie Island, which is where where Kitty Hawk, Nag's Head, all that is. And so anyway, and there's a town out there now called Manteo, and you can go see the Lost Colony play, which is the very first outdoor amphitheater production in America. It's where Andy Griffith got his start playing the part of Sir Walter Raleigh. But so John White and the colonists, they sailed there. They set up camp at Roanoke Island, and then John White, he left the settlers. Virginia Dare was born there. She's the first English person born in the New World. Virginia Dare, 1587. Dare County is named for her. And anyway, after all that happened, John White sailed back for England. The Spanish Armada hit in 1588. They came to attack England, so John White got tied up with that until England defeated the Spanish Armada. If you've never read about that, read about it. It's very interesting. Sir Francis Drake, before he went to defeat the English, he finished a game of bowling on the lawn bowling. That's how they started out bowling. When he heard of Spanish were attacking, he said, "Well, let me finish my bowling game," and he did. And then he went and kicked their butts. But anyway, so while John White was gone, the Lost Colony disappeared. When he came back in 1590, the only thing left was an inscription on a tree. Everything had vanished, and the inscription on the tree was Croatan, which is an Indian word. Some people think the Indians killed them. Some people think they took them off and they intermarried with the Indians to survive, because later when explorers came to North Carolina, there was they said there were Indians that could read out of a book and had blue eyes. Now explain that if there wasn't some mixing going on. But nobody knows for sure what happened. Some people think the Lumbee tribe is descended from the Lost Colony, but nobody knows for sure because they're all dead. And everybody that was living at that time is dead, but I mean, nobody survived that, not even little Virginia Dare, unless they did intermix in with the Indians. So, and the English came back and tried again at Jamestown, Virginia, 1607, and it stuck that time, and here we are now. So anyway, those are just some things I wanted to mention, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Like, subscribe, and share to Little Drummer Boy 1970. I sure appreciate it. Thank you.